Hello, today is Wednesday, October 10th. I've already got my run done this morning, so I'm all showered and looking nice, and it's getting too cold to be outside, so, well, not too cold, I could go outside, it's not that terribly bad, but I'm just kind of getting into the mindset of being inside to do my vlogs now. So, first of all, I wasn't going to vlog today because I kind of thought, I don't really have, this happened last week too, I just didn't know what quite to vlog about. So I would say that just to put it out there, that if anybody has something that they want me to vlog about, if there's something that you have a question for me that you want to hear me answer, if you want to have a topic you want to hear me explore on, I'm always open for suggestions and for input and stuff like that. So if you have something you want to hear me vlog about, then feel free to just respond and let me know. It can be like through private email or sixpackmama@gmail.com, or you can just respond in the comment section and whatnot. So I was kind of in the same mode today where it's like, I don't know what to talk about. I mean, I can always talk. That's usually not a problem. You guys know that. But I really do try and when I sit down in front of the camera, I try to have a very specific topic that I'm going to discuss that day. So just to sit down and be like, oh, I'm just going to ramble today. I mean, I ramble enough as it is, even when I have a topic. I don't really want to get to be rambling just for the sake of rambling. So, but then I had thought about this. I don't remember what, something I saw on Facebook. It was a picture, and I think it was I Love to Run was the one who posted it. Maybe Run the Edge. I don't know. Some running something posted it, and it was a picture of this funky like 70s guy with a big fro and headband and stuff, and it says, "We run this town." And it reminded me, yes, the beginning of summer when I started this, I posted about it, and my intent was to update you guys every week, and then I actually never did that. I've mentioned it, I think, throughout the summer that I've been doing this, but I haven't actually given an update. So I thought I'd give you guys an update, and what a better way. I can take a picture of this, and I did it at the beginning of the season when I very first started, but it doesn't it doesn't always show up like I want it to. So I thought I would just put it on video, and in a little bit I'll pick it up and I'll put it a little bit close so you can really kind of see. So this is a map of Galesburg, and anything that you can see that's red, and I'm actually not sure because I can't see the other side. I'm not exactly sure how much red you can actually see, but I'm pretty sure you can tell the gist of it. Anything that's red is something that I have run. I started this on Memorial Day, back on May 29th. Over here is where I have my little running list of miles. If it was a run that I did that was a Run My Town, that it was some kind of city route of where I've never ran before, then I write it down over here. I didn't put Mondays on here. Monday I ran 9.5 miles on Monday, and that was largely streets that I have never run before. Now this is just the mileage from the actual run. It doesn't necessarily reflect the miles of city street that I've ran, because some of them, like on Monday, I live here, so from here to here I had already ran that before. Now, I had never run here. Part of this I had, for the most part, I had never run here. I'd never run here. But then when you come back all the way to here, so probably actually 9.5 miles I ran on Monday, probably about 3, maybe a hair more. I had already run that before. But when I write down my mileage, I'm just going to write 9.5 miles, because that particular run that I crossed out was 9.5 miles. But some of it I had already run before. So it's not necessarily reflective of the actual miles. And some of these, the only way to run them is to go up the street and to come right back down the street. So that mileage is kind of getting counted twice. It's not reflective of that's how many miles the streets are. I don't know. I would be curious to know. I don't know if somebody in the city of Galesburg would know this. Like, if you were to put the streets end to end, give or take, what is the mileage for the street layout for Galesburg? I don't know. A lot of it I have to backtrack and rerun again, because especially a lot of these main streets and stuff, to get to one section of town or to get to one neighborhood, I have to go up one of the main streets to then go into the little fingers and stuff like that. So last time I checked, I did a rough estimate in my head of what my mileage was, and I want to say I was up to like 200 miles or something that I had run, but I don't think that there's necessarily 200 miles of street in Galesburg. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that question is, but so you can see here, I have a good portion of Galesburg done. I still have, these are kind of neighborhoods. I don't mean any offense to anybody if you live in these neighborhoods, but there are some neighborhoods that I will not run in unless it's broad daylight in the middle of the day. Some of them, even some of them like down over here and stuff, I bought something from somebody the other day, and I said, okay, where do you live? And she told me, and I said, where is that? I've never even heard of that street. And so she told me it was Prospect. It was all the way over here. I had never even heard of this street. I'd never even been this far over into town. So if it's a neighborhood that is labeled is not necessarily a good neighborhood. Again, I'm trying not to be stereotypical, but there are just some neighborhoods that are just kind of like bad neighborhoods that I would not run in the dark early in the morning. And there are just some, I don't know if this is a good or bad neighborhood, but I don't know anybody even remotely that closely lives in this neighborhood, so I'm not really going to feel comfortable running in that area of town early in the morning. So that's one of the reasons why I'm also trying to venture more into afternoon runs, because then I will go to these towns, or not towns, I will go to these neighborhoods in the middle of the day when it's broad daylight out. Not to say nothing could have not ever happened to me then, but I just feel a little more safer. So I'm getting to that point where these, a lot of these are areas where I don't know anybody that lives over there. I don't know if I feel comfortable running over there, so I will have to be deferring my runs to the afternoon. Most of this part I've done. I mean, sometimes I've been during the day, but sometimes not. They're early morning runs. So now I got a little OCD because really, within the city of Galesburg limits, there's really just like these three sections here, these three sections here, these three sections here. I guess that's I don't know if this is considered within city limits, because Lake Story is a little bit out, but not too terribly far. But anyway, a little bit OCD here. I was getting to the point, but I'm like I had done this. This is around Lake Story. I had done like Westport and stuff, but I'm like, well, what about these are on the map, and I can't leave them blank. I mean, that would just feel wrong to have all this colored in, but yet have all this not colored in. So I know it makes no sense. It's really just crazy. But so I started venturing out and started doing, I know I've ran that before. I don't have it. So I started venturing out and doing some of these big, like Angling Road, that's considered Galesburg. It's outside of city limits, but an Angling Road then took me out to, this is the county road right here. So I did these big loops out of the country. Angela and I on Monday, we came down 41, and then we went out. For those of you who know the area, out where Swings is, this is Swings right here. You keep going out that road. It takes you way out in the country, and then we actually we ran on an overpass that went over 34, and then we ended up over here by the airport or Westport right here, and then came back into town. So Little Miss OCD has to actually fill in. So I'm venturing out some. I still need to do some of these. We did this, actually when I did this one day, it's a big loop out in the country. And there's some over here that I'm going to have to open up. There's also East Galesburg that I'll probably do too, just because my mind tells me I have to color in all the lines and not leave some blank. So that's just not fair to the blank lines, is it? So I know it makes no sense. So I'm still working on this. This is where I'm at. I'm hoping to get done by the end of the year. I should be able to accomplish that, no problem. If anything, within town, I should have no problem. There really isn't a whole bunch more. And again, I tend to be OCD in that I have to knock out whole neighborhoods. Like, I'm not content just doing like the outside of the neighborhood. When I did Rock Island, where is it? Yeah, Rock Island. This is little neighborhood right there. Like, it wasn't good enough to just like get part of it. I have to do that whole entire section. That's just how weird I am, that it's not enough just to do, I'll just do a mile or two and maybe get this street or that street and then I'll finish. No, I have to get the whole entire neighborhood. That's just how crazy I am. And that's why some of my runs are 8, 9. Actually, nothing's ever been longer than 9.5 miles. But I've got some 8 miles. I've got lots of 6s. Oh, there was another 9.5. What did I do? Oh, that's when I did this, and all the way around. So I've got some bigger chunks because in my mind, I have to do a whole entire section. Like I'll have to do all that at one time. So so that's an update on I could keep talking, but that's an update. I will pick this up here at the end, and I will bring it in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So that's kind of where I'm at, so that I could say at the end of my project, I can say that I run this town. It's something that I got the idea. I'm sure it started somewhere else. I don't know, but Muscatine Running Club did it, where they ran every city street in Muscatine, and then they all have shirts that say "I run this town." I don't know if I'll get a shirt like that. I would like to. At one point, Jim, my husband, was also doing this, and he has his own map. He doesn't keep his posted like I do. I keep mine posted, but that'd be pretty neat to have I would love to see Galesburg get on that. I would love to see a lot of people in Galesburg be able to do that, where they run the different sides. They don't have to get as crazy as I do. We all know that I'm crazy. To get some areas, get a lot of the city streets done, and be able to say, I run this town. I think that'd be neat to have it be kind of like a phenomenon. Is that the word? No, have it be just something that, I don't look with words. So yeah. All right, that's Wednesday. That's today. My vlog is done. Got lots of stuff to do today, so I hope you have a great day, and I will zoom in real quick and let you have a better look at the map. If you're familiar with Galesburg, this will make a lot more sense. If you're not, it's just a map with a bunch of red on it. So have a good day. Okay, I'll zoom in a little closer into actually the heart of Galesburg. So you can see where I still have some white to go. I don't think it's going to be that much more, though. Especially if I get out a lot in the afternoons and run. I'll be able to accomplish it, no problem. And then there's just a bigger view of me and my county. Maybe I just do all the roads in the county and say, I run this county. All right, have a good day. Bye.